Hey everybody, how's it going? Like Butter here, and today we're going to be talking about EA's new game, Anthem, that is going to be releasing at the beginning of 2019 on February 22nd. This bit of content is presented by Game Changers, which is a program that I'm a part of, where basically we get to go to events early and help the developers kind of formulate and change the game in a way that we think will be beneficial for the future of the game. EA totally flew me out to EA Play, paid for everything, so this is a sponsored video, and I just wanted to talk to you guys about Anthem and give my opinions on what I saw at EA Play, and also kind of get you guys up to date if you haven't kept up with what Anthem is, what kind of game it is, and what it will have to offer. So we're going to start off the video by watching the E3 trailer, and I will talk to you guys in just a few seconds.
The gods vanished and left our world in chaos, creating, altering, destroying. The Anthem is all that remains.
There's a storm coming. These walls can't protect us forever.
Something is out there. It wants to destroy us all.
So that trailer was just mind-boggling. It was very good. So funny story is they actually had people in real javelins at the event, which I thought was super cool. I don't have any footage for you of that. I'm hoping someone does that I could put somewhere in a video sometime. But the front of the face mask, the helmet actually went up and stuff, and it was some pretty intense things to see. People walking around real javelin suits. So that was super cool. So let's talk about my experience at EA Play as far as Anthem went. So one day before they showed this footage, they kind of took us into the event as part of like a little showcase area, which was really cool. And they showed us early footage, or they showed us this demo of gameplay, but showed a little bit more of it. And what kind of blew my mind is that the bosses in Anthem remind me of these huge creatures that you end up fighting in Destiny raids. And I thought that it was really cool that each javelin has many different abilities. It's not just one thing. One thing you see in Destiny is you'll have a character that has one super ability, and then you'll have a grenade and something else. But in Anthem, you have multiple abilities that you can use that really make you feel almost like you have your super all the time. And they showed us a lot of different abilities with the different characters. There's going to be 4 javelins at launch, which is going to allow your entire team to play as a different character if you would like. So that is going to be super awesome. The one thing that I wish I saw more at EA Play was more detail about the game, considering we really didn't get a whole lot of information. I know some of the developers were going on Twitter and answering questions, which is super nice of them to do and to take the time to do that. But I really would have liked to see like a live EA Play demo where people could go in and actually play the game. Considering the game is going to be out in February, to not have a working working version of the game for the public to play was kind of weird. I actually had a schedule to play hands-on. I ended up missing it because on my phone it said 3:30 to 4, but the way that it showed me actually moved the 3:30 to the line above, so I ended up being like 20 minutes late, and they were so booked for getting people hands-on that pretty much I just didn't even get a chance to play. Which I was pretty bummed out about, but hopefully in the future there will be an event or some sort of, I don't know, hopefully I can get you guys some gameplay, because I really wanted to see how the overall feel of the game looks. It looks really smooth, but what I really want to see is how it looks on PC, because, well, this is PC gameplay, but how it feels on mouse and keyboard, I should say. They only had controllers available even for the private sessions, so I want to actually see how snappy and how smooth it is with a mouse and keyboard. But it seems like this game has a lot of potential, and that's kind of like where we were left at the last event as well. Has a lot of potential, but we don't know a whole lot about the world of Anthem and how they're going to create this addictive gameplay loop that we see in most of the other games that are PvE only. So for example, a game like Borderlands, the reason why Borderlands is so addictive and even though it's PvE only, I know you can duel friends, but for the most part, it's just PvE. It has these addictive gameplay loops where you're consistently trying to go for better and better weapons. You know, the weapons have tons of different stats, tons of different abilities. And because of that, you go through this gameplay loop where you're trying to always get better and better stuff. Anthem doesn't have PvP at launch. They've confirmed this. And in order for people to stay interested in Anthem, they're going to have to really bring it with the story campaign and also with that addictive gameplay loop that we really didn't hear much about, like throughout this entire I mean, you know, this is supposed to be a looter RPG, and we didn't see a single piece of gear drop throughout this entire presentation. So I'm just worried that they aren't prepared enough for people like me that can literally grind the game nonstop. I just have a feeling I'm going to grind through most of the content and have nothing to do. At least when games have PvP, there are things to do even when you're maxed out on gear. So I'm really hoping that they're prepared for it. The game looks and sounds phenomenal. It's built on one of the best engines ever for gaming, if not the best engine with the Frostbite, and they're going to be able to do some really cool stuff. I saw that there's some like dynamic weather where storms are going to come through, and it's going to be really hard to kind of go through it, and it's going to change the way combat feels. But from the demo, it looked like most of the PvE was kind of just a breeze, you know, like it looked like it was super easy just to get through everything. So there's going to have to be some really end game hardcore content that they're not really prepared to show yet. And seeing that it's going to be coming out in February, I'm a little worried that they're not prepared for the hardcore players and the people that are going to want to play it for a long period of time. Like, you may not be a hardcore player, but you may want to play for Anthem. You may want to play Anthem for a long period of time, and hopefully they can keep up with the content. They announced they're going to do free updates, and they're going to do story-driven updates, which is really, really good. And, you know, BioWare has always been known for their great story with the original 3 Mass Effects. I've heard tons of good things about it, and I know for a fact that they can pull this off. I'm just a little worried about them not having PvP. If you're somebody who's not interested in PvP, you know, this really isn't that big of a deal to you. But I know for a fact that most of the hardcore players, like the streamers and the YouTubers and stuff, when content kind of goes dry for these looter games, what they do is they'll usually PvP to kind of bridge that window of time. And, you know, with not seeing any loot drop throughout the mission that they showed us, it just worries me that there's not going to be that addictive gameplay loop that's going to keep you coming back, trying to make your character stronger and stronger. They really didn't go into any detail about the customization of your character. You don't know if there's going to be like huge skill trees. They did say at the event that there were skill trees, but we don't know how, you know, complicated those skill trees are going to be and how in-depth they're going to be. So overall, I think Anthem has a lot of potential to be a very, very good game. It comes out February 22nd. I'll definitely be picking it up. I'll definitely be playing it and covering it on my channel. I'm just hoping that there are some upcoming events where maybe I can get some of my own gameplay footage and give you guys a true understanding of what this game is going to be like. And yeah, hopefully you guys are excited. I'm excited, but I definitely am at a point where I want to see more, and I think a lot of people are kind of at that point as well. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to drop the video a like if you enjoyed, and let me know what you guys think of Anthem. What did you think of the gameplay that was shown at EA Play? Are you concerned? Do you think it's going to be something you will enjoy? I'd love to hear your feedback, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody.
It's gone silent. Disaster averted. Do you think we get a bonus for... Wait, something's happening.
What the hell was that?
I think that was whatever laid all the eggs around here. The sound came from below your position. On the plus side, this definitely counts toward hazard pay. There's a trail of this acid gunk leading down. Follow it, and we should find the source.